Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 5 starts now.
Now live at 5 o'clock, justice delayed.
He's getting away with literally murder.
And why a family is heartbroken.
How is COVID impacting your Thanksgiving plans? A new study is out with some surprising results as cases here in Michigan continue to surge.
But first, Danny is coming home. Just days after a judge sentenced the Huntington Woods native to 11 years in prison, Danny Fenster is a free man and has started his journey back home to Michigan.
That's right. Today's news is a stunning reversal considering the judge in Myanmar sentenced him to hard labor just a short time ago.
And could have been more time added this week. But just in here at 5, cameras caught up with Danny.
I was a little bit surprised. I knew it could have come that way, but I knew that there were still ways to get home from there. So I was just waiting to see what would happen.
We'll hear more from him. Rod Maloney live tonight in Huntington Woods with the family's reaction and this amazing turn of events. Rod.
Yeah, Devin, let me say something here. We all like a good night's sleep, right? We like a nice mattress, willing to spend good money on that. You see a mattress commercial every 30 seconds on TV. Well, this was Danny Fenster's mattress for the last 6 months. This is what his family says he's been sleeping on. They talked to him about it today, and he was so happy to find a bed that was infinitely more comfortable than this. Danny Fenster, looking understandably thin after his prison ordeal, stood by Bill Richardson overnight as they boarded a chartered jet in northern Myanmar. Danny telling reporters when he arrived in Qatar,
No, I'm feeling all right physically. It's just the same privations and things that come with any form of incarceration. You just go a little stir crazy. The longer it drags on, the more worried you are that it's just never going to end.
As for his parents who had spoken to him on the phone,
it was great to hear his voice. They asked Danny, how are you? He said amazing. So he was excited to be able to sleep on a bed after sleeping on a pice of wood for 6 months.
Yeah, he's sleeping on a pallet.
A wood pallet for 6 months.
He said the plane's got a bed in it. I said, wow. Well, I hope you take advantage of that bed.
Danny's father, Buddy, says Danny found himself confused by all the gyrations delivering him from a decade of hard labor to freedom in 72 hours.
He thought he was going to the Yangon airport. Instead, they took him to the capital city, which is a 4-hour drive. So he still really wasn't sure as to what was going on.
No, they didn't get a lot of time to talk, but Brian, who helped coordinate the family's calls with Danny throughout, felt...
Yeah, just relief, you know? And I mean, every phone call we've had with him over the last month, he's been having a very hard time. So this was really the first time where it was a genuine relief. He seemed very light and happy.
Now, here's what we know the latest in terms of Danny's arrival back in the United States. There is a press conference scheduled for tomorrow by Bill Richardson's foundation, and Danny's going to be there. His family is still here in Huntington Woods, and it doesn't appear like they are going to appear at the press conference. We've been told that the family's going to get together in private. Back to you.
They've been a moment they've been waiting for so long. You can understand them wanting to have it just to themselves. But Rod, is Danny's wife with him on the flight home, or is it just Danny and Bill Richardson right now?
No, it's Danny and Bill at this point. Danny's wife is a diplomat, and she is staying in Myanmar because there aren't a lot of flights in and out of there. But they say it is a commercial flight that she can get. They figure she'll have that probably coming up in a couple of weeks. And we'll be talking more about what this means to the entire family coming up on Local 4 News at 6.
We sure will. All right, Rod, we'll see you then. What a day.
Okay, now to COVID numbers from the weekend, and they are not good. The state is reporting 21,034 new cases over the past 3 days. That averages out to 7,000 cases per day, and we've lost 95 more Michiganders to COVID-19.
Look now at the 7-day moving average to get a better sense of the trends. 3 weeks ago, we were averaging 3,600 cases per day. Today, that number almost double that, 6,100 cases per day over the 7-day trend. There is some good news on the vaccination front. The state has hit a magic number that just seemed to be hanging out there forever. 70 over 70%, 70.2% now of Michigan adults have received at least one dose.
And Michigan is reporting dozens of new school outbreaks. In the last week, the state has tracked 87 new outbreaks. The outbreaks include 4 schools in Macomb County, 4 in Oakland, and 2 in Wayne County. The largest outbreaks in Metro Detroit are at Pioneer Middle School in Plymouth, which saw 17 cases, and Mumford High School in Detroit with 16 cases.
This all, of course, comes as Thanksgiving approaches fast, and many families are feeling conflicted about the best way to celebrate. Vaccines have dramatically reduced the risk from last year. A new survey finds many Americans, though, still plan to play it safe by taking precautions or limiting their guest list.
Thanksgiving will still look a little different for many families this year. A new national survey from Ohio State's Wexner Medical Center finds half of the respondents will ask about their guests' vaccination status, and 46% will ask unvaccinated guests to test negative in order to attend.
Pleasantly surprised and optimistic that so many people are still considering that they really need to take these precautions and risk mitigation strategies very, very seriously.
But Chief Safety Officer Dr. Ian Gonsenhauser acknowledges these conversations can be difficult.
So if you're a host and you are concerned about safety and well-being of yourself, of your family, of your guests, make sure everybody understands that's coming to your house for your celebration, and make sure that you communicate that that's your number one priority is safety.
The survey also found 51% will ask guests to wear masks when not eating. That's compared to 67% last year.
You're going to want to consider your seating arrangement. Do you have individuals who are high risk? You're going to want to be very sure that you take those high risk individuals and do not seat them near your individuals who you know are unvaccinated and are going to have their mask down while eating or drinking.
Still, 72% say they will likely celebrate with only members of their household. That's compared to 79% in 2020.
And I think people have come to accept that, and they want to get through this holiday season without seeing another big surge, without seeing another big bump.
Yeah, Dr. Gonsenhauser says if everyone is vaccinated and feeling well and no one has any major health risks, you can have a normal Thanksgiving this year. Then again, we know most families are a little more complicated than that. But only a week and a half away now.
Yeah, really. Coming right up on us.
Yep.
All right. Some breaking news right now to tell you. President Biden has signed his $1 trillion bipartisan infrastructure package into law.
Hard-fought victory for him after months of negotiation, but it comes as historic inflation threatens his larger climate change and social spending plan and drives down his approval ratings as well. Alice Barr with the latest from Washington. Good evening, Alice.
Good evening. This is a busy day for President Biden as he tries to turn around a stretch of bad news and dropping approval ratings with a huge piece of legislation that delivers on key campaign promises. President Biden today marking the biggest legislative victory of his presidency so far by signing the bipartisan infrastructure bill into law.
Today, we're finally getting this done. So my message to the American people is this: America's moving again, and your life is going to change for the better.
The $1.2 trillion package pours billions into roads, bridges, public transit, the power grid, clean water, and broadband internet. It earned the support of lawmakers, governors, and mayors in both parties.
Finding common ground to advance the interests of the American people should be rewarded, not attacked.
Some Republican backers received death threats, highlighting the toxic depths of this country's polarization. And divisions within the Democratic Party threaten the president's larger climate change and social spending package the House plans to vote on this week. At least one key moderate senator raising concerns the new spending could worsen the highest inflation in decades. Supporters argue it will relieve the pressure on Americans' wallets.
They have to know that it's about making life more affordable for them, whether it's lowering the cost of prescription drugs or the child tax credit or pre-K for their kids.
As consumer costs rise, President Biden's approval rating dropping. A new Washington Post ABC News poll shows just 41% approve. The president balancing challenges at home with global conflict, holding a virtual summit tonight with Chinese President Xi Jinping, with a docket of high-stakes issues from COVID-19 to military activities, human rights, and climate change. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
Okay, Alice. Now to a case where a Dearborn family tells a Local 4 defenders justice for their son may never come.
Months ago, the young man was killed when a car pulled out in front of him. The driver of that car was charged, but that was last spring. Sean Lay, live tonight. Sean, this case is on hold. How delayed is this case? What's the story?
We're talking about justice delayed here, Devin. 8 months. We're also talking about a driver, no driver's license, rolling right into the path of that oncoming motorcycle, killing the 20-year-old man on that motorcycle instantly, and nothing has happened. We mean nothing with this case, and you can feel how hard it is for that young man's family.
The family of Ahmad Alawasi held a 21st birthday party for him, cake, balloons, prayers, a celebration of his life at his gravesite. Back in March, he was on his motorcycle on Warren Avenue in Dearborn, headed home. The final moment of his life caught on camera. The driver of this car pulls out right in front of him.
He didn't look to the left, didn't look to the right like you're supposed to, and he pulled right into my client's path. My client didn't have a chance to react. He was killed instantly.
The Local 4 defenders have the police reports and other documents from that horrible crash. Prosecutors charging the driver of the car, 47-year-old Cleophas McGowan of Detroit, with a moving violation causing death. And he should have never been driving. His license was suspended. The family attorney says McGowan had no auto insurance. Attorney Majid Mogni represents Alawasi's family, who thinks the charges are simply not strong enough.
Which is not even a slap on the hand. It sounds more or less like a shake of the hand.
But McGowan has never had to face those charges. His case has been on hold for 8 months since that fatal crash occurred. Today we learned that McGowan should have been arraigned in the Third Circuit Court November 12th, but the case has not even been assigned a case number, likely due to the massive backlog of cases courts are dealing with. McGowan has been out on a personal bond ever since, no tether, nothing preventing him from driving.
As far as we know, he could be on the road right now.
Now, we tried to catch up with McGowan to get his side of things while he's out on that personal bond. We have not heard back from him. We did check with the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office. They did expect an arraignment on November 12th. That didn't happen. The case number was not assigned. They're following up, and we will too. We're live tonight. Sean Lay, Local 4 News.
All right, Sean, we're off and running on this Monday. Let's check in with Grant Herms.
Before taking the stage at Ford Field tonight, Mick Jagger went around Detroit, taking in some of the most iconic sights of the city. Coming up, we'll take you where he went.
And it was a chilly one for him and the band, but right now, if you're heading out to the Pistons game, for example, it's going to be falling through the 30s this evening, but most importantly, it's going to be quiet and dry. And then things get kind of interesting for the middle part of the week. We have 60s in the forecast. We'll talk about it straight ahead.
With the focus on COVID, flu cases have started to creep up. We'll show you how U of M and the CDC are working together to analyze the data, urging everyone to get their flu shot.